Islamabad's top maritime think tank has issued a serious warning about the future of the Indian Ocean region. According to the National Institute of Maritime Affairs, which works under the Pakistan Navy, India could launch powerful preemptive naval strikes on Pakistan if a new conflict breaks out. The report explains that India may try to hit several Pakistani naval bases and ports at the very start of a war, with the goal of weakening Pakistan's sea power before it can respond. The study says India's possible strategy would be to carry out well-planned, coordinated strikes that could paralyze Pakistan's naval infrastructure and reduce its ability to fight in the Arabian Sea. One of the main targets mentioned in the report is PNS Jinnah at Ormara. This base is very important because it hosts Pakistan's submarines and other naval ships that defend the western side of the country. If such a strike were to happen, it could deal a serious blow to Pakistan's maritime defenses and raise the stakes even higher in the already tense Indian Ocean region. The report also points out that PNS Makran at Pasni would be a prime target in any future conflict. This base is very important because of its location along key sea routes in the Arabian Sea and its role in providing logistics for Pakistan's naval forces. Another major target mentioned is PNS Qasim in Karachi, which is the central hub of Pakistan's naval operations. The study explains that India's advantage comes from its strong navy, which includes carrier strike groups, advanced long-range surveillance aircraft, and precision-guided weapons that can hit multiple targets at once. Pakistan, on the other hand, faces a clear disadvantage. India's navy already has more than 67 warships and 2 aircraft carriers, and it plans to expand its fleet to about 160 vessels in the next 10 years. By comparison, Pakistan is trying to strengthen its position by building new bases along the Makran coast and diversifying its defenses. But it still remains far behind India in terms of numbers, technology, and industrial strength. To reduce these risks, the report suggests that Pakistan should spread out its naval assets across different secure bases instead of keeping them concentrated in a few locations. It also recommends building strong underground bunkers that can survive missile strikes and linking coastal defenses with land-based missiles and air defense systems. This would create a layered shield to better protect against enemy attacks. The study further advises Pakistan to strengthen its navy by speeding up procurement plans. This includes getting 8 new submarines from China and 4 modern corvettes from Turkey, which would improve both survivability and deterrence. Islamabad has attempted to offset these disadvantages by pursuing a seaborne nuclear deterrent, showcased in 2017 with the test launch of the Babur 3 submarine-launched cruise missile, designed to penetrate India's layered missile defenses. And this Babur cruise missile was made by Pakistan through reverse engineering of the U.S. Tomahawk cruise missile. First of all, we need to remember one important point. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has clearly said that Operation Sindoor is only on pause, it has not been fully stopped. This means we can assume that India may be planning to launch another attack in the future. That is why Pakistani think tanks are warning about the danger. Earlier, India had already tried to attack through its air force, but that move cost India several fighter jets, which was a big loss. Now new reports are suggesting that Prime Minister Modi has directed the Indian naval chief to prepare for the next attack, this time using the Indian Navy against Pakistan. However, it is important to mention here that these reports are not fully confirmed yet. One possible reason for this shift is that in the air, Pakistan holds a clear technological edge over India, which makes it harder for India to dominate. But when it comes to naval power, Pakistan's navy is much smaller compared to India's navy. This difference gives India an advantage at sea. In this video, we will discuss this issue further and look at what it means for the future balance of power between the two countries. A major factor fueling Islamabad's anxiety is New Delhi's rapid acceleration of naval modernization, marked by the induction of new platforms, expanded alliances, and growing integration with global partners. India recently commissioned its first indigenously built aircraft carrier, INS Vikrant, which alongside INS Vikramaditya, provides New Delhi with dual-carrier strike capability for the first time in its history. The addition of new Visakhapatnam-class guided missile destroyers and Kalvari-class submarines has further bolstered the Indian Navy's ability to project power deep into the Arabian Sea. Coupled with the deployment of BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles across multiple naval and air platforms, India is positioning itself to achieve overwhelming long-range precision strike capacity against Pakistan's coastal assets. Pakistan has around 109 warships in total, with a combined displacement of about 115,000 tons. In comparison, India operates nearly 135 warships with a total displacement of roughly 500,000 tons. From this, we can assume that India's navy is about 5 times larger than Pakistan's in terms of overall size and weight. However, there is one very important point. When it comes to submarines, Pakistan actually holds an advantage over India. Although India has 2 nuclear submarines, they are designed only to carry nuclear ballistic missiles. These are not attack submarines. Apart from them, India operates 16 conventional attack submarines, which run on diesel engines. On the other hand, Pakistan has 5 submarines equipped with air-independent propulsion technology. This system allows them to remain underwater much longer and stay more stealthy compared to normal diesel-powered submarines. At the moment, India does not have any submarines with AIP technology. In terms of missiles, India fields the ship-launched BrahMos cruise missile, which can travel at speeds of up to Mach 3, placing it in the supersonic category. Pakistan counters this with the CM-400 AKG anti-ship missile, which can reach speeds of Mach 5, and in its terminal phase, can even achieve hypersonic speed. This is the same missile the Pakistan Air Force reportedly used to destroy an Indian S-400 system. However, the BrahMos does carry a slightly larger warhead of up to 250 kilograms, while the CM-400 AKG carries around 200 kilograms. India also operates 2 aircraft carriers, but the fighter jets deployed on these carriers are considered outdated. They are not equipped with modern AESA radars and cannot match the capability of advanced fighters armed with active radar-seeker BVR missiles. For India to maximize the potential of its carriers, it needs to modernize its carrier-based fighter fleet by acquiring jets with AESA radars and next-generation air-to-air missiles. So friends, this was today's analysis. I hope you found the video informative and interesting. That's all for today's update. Please subscribe and like this video.